Picture this. You're in the gym, repping out your last set of deadlifts, and the only sound is your grunting. Maybe the squeak of a couple farts. Sounds terrible, right? For much of history, that was the gym experience. But you might be surprised to learn that music in the gym has been around for a lot longer than you think. And I know, gym music is a bit of a controversial topic, and there are many arguments about what you should listen to, how fast it should be, what genre is best. You can't work out to I Want to Know What Love Is by Foreigner. I can too, Stephanie. I can too. One, I can do whatever I want. I'm a grown man. Two, it's an absolute banger.
I want to know what love is.
So, how did we go from silence to blasting heavy metal or gangsta rap at 6 a.m.? I'm not really sure, to be honest with you, but I made an attempt to do some digging. I used some AI, I used Google, I did a little research, and so this is the surprisingly wild history of music in the gym. Let's start 2,500 years ago-ish, ancient Greece. They had what are called palaestras. Think of these as the OG gyms. This was basically a wrestling school or a gymnasium. They had music. Flutists, is it flutist or flautist? I looked it up. In America, flutist is commonly used, and in Britain, flautist is commonly used, and Britain isn't real, so we're going to go with flutist. Flutists and drummers, they kept a rhythm for wrestlers and boxers. Why? Synchronization. Think of it like a metronome for footwork or dancing. 5, 6, 7, 8. Plato even wrote about it in his dialogue, Laws. Music wasn't just hype, it was training. Doing research for this, I read that Laws is among Plato's most loathed works, which seems kind of harsh, but apparently it's a conversation on political philosophy between three elderly men, which, okay, I get why that might be loathed. But here's a plot twist. This dies with the Roman Empire. Gladiators, largely silent. Medieval knights jousting, crickets. For 1,500 years, working out went kind of quiet. But fear not, gym rats and shoegazers, fast forward to the 1800s. The muscular Christianity movement, yes, that's a real thing. I love the sound of that. The muscular Christianity movement brings gyms back. The YMCA founders, they import what is known as German Turnen gymnastics, a sport that requires balance, strength, and agility through a variety of exercises. And guess what? Marching bands, actual brass bands playing while dudes did parallel bars. Gyms literally hired pianists, but it was still classy. Think waltzes, not Wu-Tang. In the 1920s, radio explodes. Gyms install speakers. Suddenly, big band swing is pumping on the speakers while you pump iron. The 1930s, the first fitness records drop. 78 RPM discs with counted cadences for calisthenics. Say that 3 times fast. Counted cadences for calisthenics. Counted cadences for calisthenics. If you've ever been to a gym, you know the name Weider, Joe Weider. Apparently, there was a record album, Exercise, with the Joe Weider Orchestra. Yes, the bodybuilding legend who has tons of gym equipment named after him, with his name stamped on it, had his own big band era. But the real revolution, 1982. And let's be honest, the 80s were pretty revolutionary. Jane Fonda's workout VHS sells 17 million copies. Every tape came with a custom soundtrack full of disco, new wave, synth pop, up-tempo stuff to keep you moving. Gyms, they were scrambling to keep up because all of a sudden, there are at-home workout options that feel like group fitness classes complete with music. Enter the mixtape era. By 1985, the average gym had one shared boombox, a sign-up sheet for cassette turns, and hey, zero chill if you played something that was off limits. There were rules about what could be played. Garage gyms became normalized as gym equipment becomes more affordable. Guys are blasting Def Leppard in their garage while drinking Schlitz and short shorts and bench pressing. But here's the thing, gyms were booming. Back up just a little bit to 1979. Music becomes portable, very personal, more isolated. Bodybuilders start training with headphones. Goodbye shared playlists, goodbye fighting over the boombox, hello isolation. But there were gyms that started to fight back and push back against this. True story, in 1987, Gold's Gym in Venice banned Walkmans. Arnold Schwarzenegger reportedly said music should unite the iron, not divide it. Which, be honest, if it's the late 80s, you're in the gym working out with headphones and Arnold Schwarzenegger tells you to take your headphones off, you're probably going to take your headphones off. 2001, the iPod. 2010's Bluetooth speakers invade every squat rack. Today, algorithm curated beast mode playlists with 140 to 160 beats per minute, scientifically proven to increase reps by 15%. These are the norm. Studies show, which is a scientist's favorite phrase, music distracts from fatigue. In the same way that it might help you study, it also helps you deadlift. Again, 120 to 140 beats per minute syncs with an ideal lifting cadence. Lyrics with violent imagery, they've been shown to actually boost aggression in powerlifters. Disrespect your surroundings. Today, gyms are split. Commercial gyms, they curate these non-intimidating pop playlists. You're listening to Planet Fitness Radio. Hardcore gyms, they let members Bluetooth battle for speaker control. Alexa, play Sepultura. Some gyms, like Orange Theory, they sync entire classes to specific BPM to complement the workout. But whether you're grinding through a set to Sweet Caroline at a big box gym or you're raging a Slipknot at 5 a.m. in your garage, remember, you're part of a 2,500-year tradition of humans refusing to suffer or fart in silence. The iron doesn't care what you play as long as you lift. So let us know, what song gets you through your toughest sets? Drop it in the comments. Smash like if your gym playlist is over, I don't know, 100 hours long. And subscribe if you want to see more videos like this one. Thanks. We'll see you at the gym.